What if I told you that you could have AI-enabled Cognex machine vision on your production line for not only a fraction of what you think it costs, but also you could set it up yourself in under 10 minutes. Let me introduce you to the Cognex In-Sight SnAPP. This is our little vision sensor. It's got various tools in there. I'm going to show you how to set up the counting tool. So we're going to teach it to pick up a penguin. Okay, let's go over to the software here. Now I'm connecting through my PC, but this is just a web browser that I'm going to open up. So you could be doing this on your phone, you could be doing this on your tablet. It doesn't have to be a laptop. We also, Cognex do a little screen that can sit on your line. We do slightly bigger ones as well, but basically anything with a browser can connect and set this camera up. So I've just reset this to factory default settings. So this is as if it's brand new out the box. It shows up in my device discovery utility and I can hit connect. That's then going to bring up my browser and it's going to connect to it. Now, because this is new out the box, it's defaulting to the 2-class classifier. I'm just going to click on the little gear wheel and I'm going to tell it I want the counter app and I'm going to tell it to switch apps. While I'm doing that, I'm just going to arrange my penguins in front of it. And this would be, for instance, the in-feed on a flow wrap line, something like that. You want to make sure that you've got the right number going into that flow wrap before you seal it and it goes off to your customer. Last thing you want is only 5 penguins in your pack. So I've got 6 penguins in front of the camera and I'm just going to work my way along the top here. You can see it's numbered, work my way through those stages. So I'm going to click on adjust image. I'm going to say tune image settings. What it's then going to do is it's going to run through several different options and it's going to give me a few that I can pick from. So I can say, well, okay, that one's pretty good. That one's a little bit darker, probably a little bit too bright. The other thing I can do is I can say, well, let's move those over a bit so they're actually in the field of view. And let's just window this down so it stops trying to do a good job of picking up the table and just concentrates on that. And I'm just going to hit tune image again. It's going to have another little look and it's going to give me a couple of options. That one's a bit bright for my taste. I think I'm going to go for that one. Now I've picked that, I'm going to go set ROI. And again, I'm going to make that slightly smaller. I don't need it looking at the whole of my table. Now I've done that, I'm going to set the ROI object. So this is what's the size of the object that I'm trying to count. So I'm just going to draw around one of my penguin bars. The lovely thing about penguins is that the graphic on the penguin is different on each bar. So you've got them doing different activities. So they're different, but a lot similar. So it's a real great example of what AI can do. Now I've done that, I'm just going to go, that's the size of it. And it's going to say, right, now show me where all the different objects are on this field of view. So I'm going to show it these 6. And I'm going to say train. Now it's learnt them, I can start moving them. I'm going to take one out, I'm going to spread these ones apart and make sure that it's still picking them up for me. I can see it's still telling me that there's 5. I'm going to label that, train that one in, put the 6th one back in, put a 7th one in. Maybe we want to teach it that it doesn't matter that there are, that one's just popped out the side of my image. Maybe we want to show it that it doesn't matter if they're upside down. So let's train in a couple of these upside down. Really get some variety in there. So there we go. And we can say, right, I want to label that image. There are 6 of them. So I'm going to train that. And then just make sure that when I start taking these away, count is now only down to 5. Here we've got our count of 3. I'm going to train that one as well. Once I've trained in a few of these, then I don't have to overthink it. We're ready to go into production. So I can say proceed. Oh, actually, one thing that I should have done in my train, just go back, is set my pass range. So at the moment it's set anything between 1 and 50 is good. But we want to go, no, no, no. We're going to have, it needs to be between 6 and 6. That way, when I add my 7th one in there, we get a failure because it's 7. I can hit proceed. And there we go. All set up and working. 6 of them, 5 of them's a failure. 6 is good. 7's bad. It's that simple to set up AI-enabled vision, 10 minutes on your line. You can do it yourself for a fraction of what you thought it cost.